Okay, this is the third try here. We're gonna describe, I have a mock-up of a fuel system from a diesel injection fuel system from a 96 E300 Mercedes. This is kind of dark here. Here's the whole pump itself. Across the top, as mocked up, is the 6 injectors mounted in appropriate location. Filter arrangement. Right here is a lift pump, shut-off valve, and then just to say this pump requires a cord and is computer controlled in terms of the fuel delivery, the rack, how that is operated. What I've got set up, let's see, here's the connection, is I'm plugged into the end of the cord. This box right here is a pulse width modulator. Uses power from the battery, chops it up into bits, and varies the duration of a 12-volt square wave. So I'm monitoring that with I got a voltmeter here just to say how it operates, or indication of when it's operating. Going to connect this up here. I can't quite see it here well. When it gets to 5 is about, you hear, if you can hear that clunk. Down, yeah. It's kind of cold in here, so about 5 is one end and 2 is the other end. I'm going to try operating at about 3. Okay. I want to point out something on this filter system that I don't see this often on the forums. Between these two ports here, this is going out of the filter, right here is going into the filter, and then this is the drain. There is a small orifice between these two, and that orifice allows the air to escape, air or vapor escape through the return. So, like I say, I don't see that mentioned on the forums, but I've taken it apart and I've verified that it's there. The other thing is there's a return line, or like a dump valve on this side of the pump that if the pressure inside gets too high, that will dump back into the return to the tank. I've got set up here this red container. Here's my fuel coming from the tank. Here's the return going back to the tank. I've operated this once today now already, but it's full this way. This is full. Going down is empty. And the thing that's of issue or interest is that even though there's that vapor or that air in there, this will get drawn through and it goes through that orifice and gets cleared out. So it's not a big deal. Like I mentioned, this lift pump here. On the front, here's the sprocket. There's 2 lobes on the front of this sprocket that operate a vacuum pump. Built into the sprocket is a timing advance. About 1200 RPM is when the advancing takes place. I don't know if it's full stroke advance, but it's about what I'm aware of. I'm operating this by hand, so it doesn't really make any difference here. So, next thing, we got it at 3. Got to power the shut-off valve. Hear that click. We'll set the camera on the perch here, and should be able to see something happen on on those injectors there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start cranking. One more time. Oh, yeah. Okay, something's coming through.